So I just finished making a video. I was kind of randomly looking at stuff, and I stumbled across this little incident with Jack Murphy. Uh, One of the channels I subscribe to, I happened to look at this dude, and I'd seen him before. I couldn't remember where I'd seen him, but I'd seen his picture before. And like, I'll just give you an idea. Uh, this guy, for those of you that don't know this, there's this dude, Jack Murphy. I'm gonna share screen in a second, but there's this dude, Jack Murphy, who is apparently like a Uberman, I guess like a online personality of like maleness or like how to be a man or something. I'm not exactly sure. Um, but he has like this persona of being like Mr. Super Alpha. And I guess he had an interview where he went off on some lady that was interviewing him. He was all defensive about some article that he had written, and it turns out that the article was, I guess, a couple of years back, where he had written about basically cuckoldry and watching people bang his girlfriend or wife or something. And it all sort of seemed very non-alpha, let's say. And I just kind of got me thinking, because I looked up his picture and I was like, oh yeah, here, I was like, I've seen that guy somewhere, but like this dude, right? And like the second I looked at him, I was like, oh, this guy's a poser, right? You can just tell. And then like, here's pictures of him, I guess, before, and you're like, aha, I see what's going on here. And it's weird, like I look at like this beard it's like too perfect, right? This is what I call like this new trend. I just kind of called it, just kind of ranting free will because I've been drinking whiskey, but this is what I call performative alphaness, right? It's like he's wearing an alpha costume. And it's this whole goofy idea of like, I'm an alpha male, I'm gonna do alpha male stuff. And then like in reality, you're this guy, right? And nothing wrong with that guy, but like, just saying, like I could look at that guy, I'm like, I mean, you ain't like, you don't have to try that hard. Like, it's kind of obvious, like you're not alpha, like you kind of look like prison pussy to me. Like, seriously, like this guy ain't hard. Like, I don't know. It just seems like obvious to me. Maybe I'm just ranting, but like one of the things I've noticed just is like this whole idea of like this trend of like people really trying to present how alpha they are, and they're like, I'm an alpha, and it's like so tiresome. It's so dumb, and it's like you can always kind of spot them. They're like trying too hard. They're just trying way too hard. It's just like everybody needs to know I'm gonna cut my beard. It's gonna have this perfect little division, and I'm gonna be super manly, and I'm gonna work out, and whatever. Nothing wrong with working out, but like you can kind of spot it's like an alpha uniform or something, like a getup, and you're like, why? It's so tiresome, right? I mean, think about having to like, and you can see the whole reason he got in trouble. I don't know all the details. Sorry, but this lady asked him something, and she's just like, what about this article? Somebody asked about this article, and he's like, fuck you for asking me that, and he gets all defensive and stuff, instead of just like handling it, like being chill about it. But I mean, he could have just been like, yeah, I wrote that a long time ago when I was kind of a bitch, and like whatever, right? And nobody would care. And then he's like, I got changed. It's kind of one of those things that motivated me. I'm not proud of it. And whatever, right? And then instead, he just kind of was like super rude to this lady, and I guess it prompted people to look. I don't know exactly. Like I said, I don't know exactly what happened. Like it seems kind of obvious. And then I saw another thing. I didn't finish watching it, but like apparently the videos of him putting things up his butt and stuff, and fun things to have on the internet. You would think, like being on the internet and being like Mr. Alpha, you would maybe not have videos of you for free in porn sites or wherever they are. I'm guessing it's on porn site, like of him putting stuff up his butt, but I don't know. It's a fun world we live in, but I did kind of want to rant, like the whole alpha thing it's getting goofy now. Like I feel like we didn't have to worry about that when I was younger. Like you just kind of did your thing, and maybe you I mean, I don't know what the obsession is with like proving you're an alpha. Like I kind of understand, but it was like, you never want to get bullied, so you got to punch the guy. Somebody tries to pick on you, you got to do something about it. Let them know, and you stand up for yourself. That's about as much as I can relate to it. This whole thing of like, having to decide constantly, like, what's the alpha thing to do here? And if you think about it, like being an alpha, it's a stupid concept. Like a lot of these dudes are just kind of like these abrasive loner losers, right? And like you're not an alpha, like you're just an obnoxious asswipe, right? Like like the whole definition, like an alpha, if we're talking about the fucking animal kingdom, like an alpha is a male within a group of other animals, males and females, right? That is sort of the leader, right? The other animals take their cues from this male, usually the other males, right? So like you cannot be an alpha and a loner, right? That like the whole point of like it's literally explicitly defined by your relationship to the other males and females within a group, right? So if nobody looks up to you, you ain't an alpha. That's just how it is. You're just a lone asshole. You're just an abrasive douche, right? And I've seen like these dudes, they're just like, oh, I don't be alpha, but I remember, and they're just like obnoxious, and you're like, you're not an alpha, you're just an idiot. What the fuck are you talking about? And it gets me that like people like I don't know. I'm sure he has like books and some sort of program or like how to change your life and be a man or something like that. And you're just like, he's putting shit up his ass, man. It's like, what the fuck? I don't know, man. And it just kind of got me thinking, like, what is the point of all this? Like, why is there some obsession that like everybody wants to be an alpha? You got to be alpha. You got to be an alpha, man. Like it means anything. Like if fucking you're not a bunch of animals. You're not a fucking troop of monkeys. It don't mean shit. Who cares if you're? Nobody gives a damn if you're an alpha. Just just try to get by like everybody else. Somebody tries to pick on you, punch them. If you can. Maybe they're your boss. You can. You got to suck it up, and it sucks. I guess don't. I mean, I wouldn't think letting your wife bang other dudes would be pretty alpha, but what do I know? Maybe it's really only a problem for you, I guess, if you really want to be an alpha and feel like there's some sort of like, what the fuck does it even mean to be a human alpha? Like, what is the point of all that shit? Like, is this even useful? Is this even useful? Like, I don't want to be a beta, like whatever that means to you. I mean, are you a beta making 100K? Well, fuck the alpha. I'd take the beta every day. Anyhow, I don't know. Hot take on whiskey. Not just kind of ranted aimlessly for a little while, but I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Like, how can you not look at this guy, and just instantly be like, he's a poser. He's a poser. Screen share that again. That's a poser. You can tell right away. Like, have you lost all social skills? Like, total poser. It's too hard. It's like too much, right? Like, it's too coy for the beard. It's the color. I don't know what it is. Like it's just like the bald, and like it's just like it's trying too hard, and you're like, no, you're a poser. Pretty sure you got beat up a lot, and you're overcompensating. I said, yeah, here we go. See, so it's like, I mean, I've met some bad motherfuckers in my life, and this ain't one of them. Like, I mean, I don't know. Just kind of have a sense. Let me just give you an idea. Pablo Escobar. Not tough looking. This motherfucker will kill you and everyone you know, right? Or would have, right? That's a bad motherfucker. This is prison pussy. Anyways, it's not a child-friendly channel, I guess. Video, whatever. Just my little hot take on Mr. Jack Murphy. Said, and I don't know a lot about him. or maybe it's just one of those things I think about, like this whole alpha thing is getting out of hand, and it's maybe people are just lost for direction. They don't know what to do with themselves anymore, and they like this thing has become popular. Like it doesn't actually mean shit. Like there's no alpha. Like if you're not living in a group of 20 to 30 individuals in a cave like your ancient ancestors, it doesn't mean shit to be an alpha as like a human alpha. Like it don't mean crap. Like, that doesn't apply to you. Those are designations for animal. Like, what are you talking about, man? I don't know. Hot, whatever. Johnny Walker Blue, folks. Johnny Walker Blue.